chest all because you are too sweaty. You are too sweaty. Clean yourself well. Notice that when people go on television, they use pancake and all this thing to keep them from sweating too much because it looks too. Okay. Okay. Kofi, go ahead. Start.
Okay. Hello.
Yeah, sure. This light is enough.
Yes, it's
Okay.
Hello. Good afternoon. My name is Said. We are live from Revolution page on Facebook. This is the weekly live question and answer session on Revolution on Facebook.
We also the camera is up to here.
We also
live.
Showing
the word complete.
We also live on YouTube.
Why? Why you not give set the person completely so that they see his head completely?
We also live on YouTube. So please share with your friends and family members to also watch us, and then participate by sending in your questions, and then also provide where you are watching us from when you send your questions. Bokor Christopher Voncujovi will respond to them. So at this point in time, we will switch over to Bokor Christopher Voncujovi. Thank you.
Hello, good afternoon, Revolution fans. We are transmitting today from the shrine of Tobe Glindo. We are transmitting from the shrine of Tobe Glindo, one of my Vaudoos that I work with. And we are greeting all of you. We are saying hello to everybody, wherever you are. Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, wherever you may be. We are transmitting. Now, before we proceed to answer your questions and answers, last week we were in Hohwe. We were transmitting from there. We asked permission from the heavens, from the gods and the nature to give us some space so that we could transmit without the rain. But the rain came down. We did everything we could, but then it seems they didn't listen to our prayer. So today we are transmitting from Accra, Ghana, again at one of my shrines, shrine of Tobe Glindo. So here we are. I'm going to pray to Tobe Glindo, and after praying to Tobe Glindo, then we can continue with the question and answer section. So please come with me while I pray with Tobe Glindo. So this is Tobe Glindo, one of my Vaudoos. This Vaudou, I got it when I became seriously sick, and I didn't know. We tried everything from the hospital, we did everything, but unfortunately I wasn't getting healed. So one of my good friends called Tobe James Kofi Amuji came to visit me and told me, no, this is not a hospital sickness, so I should come to his village. So I left Accra and went to his village at Lapo in the Volta region, and I stayed with him for about 2 weeks. And this was his Vaudou, and then he used it to heal me, and then he initiated me into this Vaudou. And since Tobe Glindo. So today we are at its shrine at Accra, and we are going to pray to it now. Tobe Glindo, oh yeah, Jachino, Jachino, when I Jachino's here, and women are Jachi, good. Jachino, Nadiga, good. When sometimes people ask me that I want you to initiate me into voodoo, there's not only one single voodoo in the world. So when people say I want to be initiated into the voodoo, I ask people, what? You must know what you want. But then a lot of people think voodoo is just like how Christianity or Islam is, that Allah and then that's it, or just the name God and that is it. No, voodoo, there are so many voodoos, and as I said, always said, there are many voodoos that nobody knows about at all. They don't even know the name. But that doesn't mean that voodoo does not exist, or that doesn't mean that voodoo doesn't work. There are so many voodoos, just as there are stars in the sky. So there are voodoos. So this is Glimdo. Talk Glimdo, but Pocho Jimmy, Mapona Beja, never come to Chine. The two Neglimdo, Pone Glimdo, Doneglimdo, Yaneglimdo, Heneglimdo, Coneglimdo, Lameneglimdo, Chivono, Glimdo, Manivono, Glimdo, Chivono, Glimdo, Trombono, Glimdo, Cubono, Glimdo, and Muvono, Glimdo, Mavono, Glimdo. Per magari non fica i fola, tu non eri buono, eri beccivono, eri manivono, eri trombono, eri cubono, eri nuvono, eri bene e bome. Ah no, Mazel. Bile Facebook live, ocho, ove, come le fi, che. E io placu, beccivono, placu, manivono, placu, trombono, placu, cubono, placu, nuvono, placu, amavono, placu, e io ora, aha. La tata et ben le Facebook worry ame yo pete le mia kwa le khekhe ba pasi apa me le gbedo dura idura na be adagbe neva na la mesese neva na agbe neva na ame yo le dole no kwa la mesese ame yo le ala mesese kwa le dodi no kwa do ame yo le video me le vi kwa no kwa vi ame yo le sron di me le sron kwa no kwa sro ame yo le do wona di me le do wona kwa no kwa do wona ame yo le enunyu di me le baba na neva na ame yo le school nous sommes pas dans les gars, dis me yo nya ba le mo le ko no kwa me le scholarship di me yo ko ke da mi au ya no go na mi no go ni me no go na me e ka da na me gbe nya o ni le ko na me ndo nya tepe do ko je ko me ni le da akoda gbe bi da gba si da gbe bi na me lo ko na me se plan gbe di ngo gbe yi asinedi ago ne mi afiti mi me ko mo le fe me go do wa me yo le du di mo ko re no kere mo lo ina me e pure ma ci si le batti la tema come va oh me ma ci si ma attention because the oil me fa underground this is
Kalasla.
okay coffee is trying
This year.
okay Chibo. All right? So this is the gunpowder that I'm going to fire for the Glindo. So we should go into the world and heal the people who are sick and bring good luck to the people who want it. Bring life and strength, health to all of us who are watching him from. Voodoo does not have, it's not limited by time, space, or person. It is always, it can be everywhere at every time. Nacho na no do gbeji na jibu na ni kana mi lo. Ina ma chesi bu. This room is very hot. Chumi alogbeji, akpere mi apete o mi ana done je doji nani, ana mesese neva agbe neva ngokpe yi neva na mesia. Tenya le vidore mi am, le mi avenya gbo le Voudou chimbe platform kwa. So me di ma te neva masina montare. Le man not very careful. Isi si me si ko nya ko e be allo. Yes. This place is hot. That's what I was saying. That when we are getting Adonai. Now, Charles, you are going to. Then I call that. Dino Pond, I mean, Dino Pond, the American topic who get out. About that, also, is everything still going on? Okay, good. Abu, mauga soboli samedo abu, mauga kiti kata medo abu, mauga ese joto, amejoto, ese na no amese tie no wo na bebi dokono bebi meyo. O na bebi mebi am dokono bi ogbe dokono bi bi no wo bebi ese ni kokori ko meyo. Meyo akike meyo she me ha fura so se bi fura shopete do abu ya abraças. Meyo zi atre podo abu, yo ta atre to bebi me ko wo verso ka meyo do. Meyo mi na zotie, ali zo kakati kazi do jandre. Mais la femme est la paix, puis une abordée de l'eau, on est meilleur que vous n'ayez pas mangé au flot. Faut que l'on ait pas mangé au cas. On a le matin, est égal. Oh, mais il y a un caïn, mais tu veux caïn, 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 tu veux caïn. Wakakuwa kwa mio zangu mwenye kule bila kaya ora kisa wojo pata jomaku foka me bolo mwenye chimo bolo fundo mberio kukulo kwa tona performa ngabonyo uhebe dobonyo mto ya umoji utwa kwa kwa benyi le peme butoba tuzo kwa ngumu no tefere ka jo pata be ele happy jo vomba jo ni jo pata be fia jo pata metro me beta mo lo afi fa me ri na jo pata na fi ya jo lo jo pata jo me yo ase me boji le tuto be te apa pe luti zubolu adina oboju pe o ja lo pe ko me bale ti fe me ba le jo na tofu ago sapa pe me yo atigeli me yo goro me yo ke afia na hailo gudu na me yo abochi sakara ka me cho aba me ado bo ko to ko le ko kuru ma fo abra me fe to no lecho o franta ma ni fi nkura sin kra me yo ko fi to ja ba ko cho to ko fi che ko fi atra me yo kable gudu me yo ra me yo to ba ho ba to ba gudu to ra we mo ya sa pa za ni kunyo khoto kushinyo khoto o kere ku me yo ra agba bi la bi amoyi amo mo ba ma to me ye nu bo kha no do cha ba ne me no do cha wo ne me yo Ebe yo tobe ne bomi go do kuche kuma ko maga no me yo mi apetite yo ton ko so ko yo mi akosa ko funi ko peje tasi nya mo si fusi ja ko sa bra ko ko hara ma ngani bodo eba me yo ko fino yo ebe yo no tuji ba ko tuji tobo tuji me yo kini hasi se ko ji para so ba ko na me na ebe yo no ko bra le ba ko me yo mi apetite ko yo ga me yo apa ko na ha mi apetite da ko ha now we talking inside because whatever talking you are talking here is going to be coming in here. Why? Apa hari ini yang betul-betul ebe yo di depan foto kere men foto zan foto di men foto awi da ba ngba me anu me benani ni tutu mi agbori na nye nyanwe ni yo koshi amo abia le ni ta buta me mi do una me amo no ko video le nya yo ho abia ni me be mi abe enwulu ta mi awele dodi apena ni keke to me na haro. Yes, we are ready for your questions and your answers. Is there any question has come yet?
Yes. Whenever from Sena Israel back.
Okay, Sena. Yeah, you say you are at the funeral in the village today. We wish you well and safe journey back to Accra. Thank you very much for joining us.
Okay. Tracy Lee, he says his name is Prince from Malaysia. His question is, if one is initiated to your shrine and is new to Voodoo, and you ask what the purpose they are, your purpose or what you are searching for. And the real purpose for this person is to acquire knowledge, successful business transactions, protection, happiness, keeping evil eyes away from him or herself. And with all that I have mentioned, are you going to give him one voodoo, or there are 5 separate voodoos to undertake, or be given to each, to be given to the person for each of these affairs?
Voodoo is not one voodoo is not for one affair. Prince, how are you? And how is Kuala Lumpur? Hope you are fine and you are doing well. Voodoo is not like one voodoo for a particular thing that one voodoo is only for. Voodoo is only for wisdom. Voodoo is a spirit, and spirits are capable of doing many things at the same time. So when you want to be initiated into African Magic Temple, which is the mother shrine on which Revolution and other people we are all working through. If you want to be initiated into African Magic Temple, you will be initiated into 3 major spirits. One is the Abraxas, another one is the Akain, and then another one is the Jokpata. The Abraxas is the one that opens your doors into the psychic plane. And Akain is the spirit that helps to create attraction and also to bring things to you for protection, as well as giving you knowledge and wisdom and all other things. Then we have the patron spirit, because these 3 spirits are actually the patron spirit of the shrine. So we have the patron spirit, the final one, which is Tobe Jopata, which is the protective and spirit that you advancement in life and in society. So you are not going to be initiated into every voodoo one for each thing that you wanted. But then when you are initiated into these 3 major voodoos in our shrine, if any other voodoo interests you, because the voodoos are different, there are thousands of voodoos, and each one that, if any other voodoo interests you, then, or if the voodoo by itself decided that it wants to work with you, or he or she wants to work with you, then we will now introduce that voodoo to you, and once all the rituals are done, we will initiate you into that voodoo. And so that's what it is. It's not like each thing that you wanted, and you'll be initiated into different voodoos for that.
Shamba Musa
Playing, I was really surprised. I didn't know you play so good. Yeah, as I said, I told you, I used to play the dundum. I had a band when I was living in Japan called Savannah, Africa. Savannah. I used the djembe, and I used to play the dundum. And it's very, I mean, the spirits really get crazy when the djembe is played properly the way you are playing. So when you come to Ghana, we'll have a session. We'll get the other people who play this thing and put them together, and we'll see how it goes. Thank you very much for joining us, Musa.
He says he wants to know what horse tails are used for in Voodoo.
The horse tails or sheep tails and all this, we call it lashi. And in the dialect, the Ewe dialect I come from, is called saucy, because it's a horse is a sop in Ewe. Horse is called a sop in Ewe, and saucy means a saucy keti. A siketi means the tail. So the shorten is saucy. The southern Ewes call it lashi, and all this. What it is like a magic wand is authority, which the priest or the huno or bokono is given during initiation, during certain initiation. It's not all initiation that you are giving that, but there are certain initiation when you are initiated, they give you. And also some of them are the initiations of some of them, like one of them that I have, it was actually, I was initiated into it so that whenever I go into the public to perform, when I was a magician or when I do magic show in the olden days, if you see my old magic videos, you see me holding a horse tail, but it was made into a talisman, so that when I go and perform, I will be able to entertain people and people will be happy. So that's what it's a figure of authority of a priest in Voodoo, like a magic one in Western spirituality.
He wants to know what you think about Ogboni fraternity.
Oh, I am not a member of Ogboni, and I'm not a Yoruba man, and I don't come from Nigeria, so I can't talk very much about Ogboni. What you know is what you speak about. I don't speak about things I don't know. I know Ogboni is a spiritual group of the Yorubas, and now they are also expanding their distinct, just like a lodge. It's a lodge, but I'm not a member, and I have never studied anything about Ogboni. So if me sitting here and start talking about Ogboni, I'll be deceiving myself and also deceiving you people out there. So I don't know anything about Ogboni, and so I can't talk about what they do or what they don't know. What I don't know, I don't speak about.
Marjorie and Papi Jones.
Hello, Marjorie. How are you? You're welcome to Facebook on Revolution Live.
If someone has already been initiated into Akan, can that person also get initiation into your temple?
But who has initiated you into Akan? That's the point. But, because Akan, I don't know where you have gotten your into any voodoo, and they want to be initiated into the voodoos or my shrine. Sure, they can be initiated into that.
Prince from Malaysia. I was watching Sunny Teachings, and he was talking about using herbs to open the third or spiritual.
Who was watching who?
Sunny Teachings.
Sunny?
Yeah.
Who is Sunny? Prince, who is Sunny? You see, when you watch other people, Prince, when you watch other people, they are explaining something about their teachings. Please, when you want to ask questions, ask those people. Because it wasn't my teaching. So when you are asking a question on somebody else's teaching, what do you expect me to say? I don't even know the person. Or if it is Senna you are talking about, my son Senna, saying something about herbs used in opening the third eye. Yeah, because what was used to in his case was herbal. Everybody's is herbal. But if you say someone who I don't know, then I cannot talk about that. You say Sunny is or Senna. Ask him very well. Are you talking about Senna or you are talking about Sunny?
He spelled it as S-A-N-I.
Maybe Senna he wanted to write.
No.
Okay. But then, Prince, well, if you are listening to me, please bring the question again. Then let me be clear.
Okay, he said, sorry, I meant your son. I misspelled his name.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. So Senna, if Senna talks about opening of the third eye with the one day thing, it's a whole lot of process. You have to be initiated into many things before getting to that level where herbs will be used to accelerate your perception. So it is not just like you come today and then tomorrow they just use herbs and your eyes open. It doesn't happen like that. Spirituality is a gradual journey. It is not like magic. No. When you plant a corn, it takes some time for it to germinate. And even if it germinates, you have to really nurture it to make it grow to become a corn for you to eat one day. So those people having the funny ideas in the world, thinking that you go to a spiritualist and then once you are initiated that day, then you have all the knowledge of the world or be able to do any spiritual powerful acts. It's not true. It's a process of a gradual process that takes time. That's why when people ask me that how long will it take us to learn Voodoo, I told them it's a lifetime journey. It's a whole lifetime journey. You don't learn one thing and think that that's all and you know all. You must learn many things and you must have the patience to learn. It is not like magic when you get initiated into any Voodoo and all of a sudden you know everything and you become authority one day. No, it doesn't happen like that. Any question from YouTube?
Not yet, please.
Hello, Iyanifa. Or is it not Iya? Iyanifa means a mother of Ifa in Yoruba. Iyanifa. Yeah.
She wants to know whether a Voodoo can also leave the human being when they do forbidden things.
What is forbidden things? Voodoo is Voodoo. Voodoo will not leave you. Voodoo will punish you for whatever. If you have gone against the Voodoo, or if the Voodoo has given you some rules and regulations and say you should follow and you are not following it, then of course the Voodoo will not listen to you when you call it. And then you can assume that if it's not listening to you, that means that it has left you. But it's not that very easy when you are initiated into a Voodoo and the Voodoo just have to leave you like that. But then it also depends on what you are doing. If the Voodoo kept telling you so many things that don't do this, don't do that, and this is not good, don't do this, don't do that. Because you see, what human beings regard as evil or sin or whatever they call, maybe in the land of Voodoo it does not mean anything. But the Voodoo has its own regulations and rules to tell you, don't do this, don't do that. And if you don't follow, the Voodoo can decide not to communicate with you or work with you. Maybe you can take that as the Voodoo has left you. But the reason why Voodoos will tell you not to do certain things is that they can see the future and they know that when you are doing this thing, the consequences of the final result will not be good for yourself. And if you are not existing, the Voodoo cannot be known, and the Voodoo cannot be seen because you are the owner of the Voodoo and you are the one talking about the Voodoo for other people. But then when you are gone or certain things happen and you are in trouble, then the Voodoo also is image and what would I say, presence to how to present it to people who will not be there anymore. So that's why the Voodoo sees things ahead and tell you don't do this. But sometimes the Voodoo will not tell you certain things. We just tell you that this is not good, so don't do it. So when you refuse and you continue to do what your Voodoo tells you not to do, yes, the Voodoo can decide to leave you or go become become silent.
Okay. Please, we have questions from YouTube.
Yeah.
Okay. Mau Vio Kekeli.
Mau Vio Kekeli.
What is the difference between voodoo and a fetish?
This, I don't want to be hearing these questions. What is fetish? You should tell me what fetish is. Then I will answer him. Voodoo is our language. It's not white man's language. So what is fetish? Do you hear fetish in our language before? Or is English word? Have you heard the word fetish in every language? What is fetish? They should keep explaining to me what fetish is, not be using the word as comparing to every word an English word. What is fetish? Tell me. If you know what fetish is, then let me know and then I will explain to you.
Says hi, Bokor. That will never.
That will never now say you're my way.
And then he wants to know whether 2 weeks is enough to get initiated into Afa.
2 what?
2 weeks is enough to get initiated into
Yes, initiation into Afa is the normal time of initiation into Afa is 17 days, which is 2 weeks plus 1 day. But because of time and the modernization, some have shortened it to 7-8 days, and even to the point of 3 days initiation. But one thing is that when you are initiated into Afa, if you really want to know Afa and to work with Afa, after the initiation, you still have to hang around your teachers so that they can teach you things. It is not that when they initiate you that very day into Afa, then you have all the knowledge of Afa. It is not possible. That's why people even go to university to become a doctor or PhD holder, a professor in philosophy and all this thing. You need to do a lot of research and do a lot of studies. You can't just go to university because you have had other grades or you have had other degrees already, so then one day they just confer that one PhD doctorate degree on you. You need to study and prove that you know it. Just like in Ewe Voudou, when you are initiated, then you need to be guided and tutored completely so that you will know what you are doing. So it's not like one day they just initiate you. But the Afa, 2 weeks is enough to initiate you into Afa.
His other question is, who is a Tor Bokor?
Tor Bokor is the person who has given you Fa or Afa. You know, the word, most people in the southern Ewe area, the Almaran people, usually do not add the A in the beginning of certain words. So instead of saying Afa, they say Fa. So sometimes a lot of people are thinking Fa, Afa, and Ifa are totally different things. They are not. The Yorubas call it Ifa. The Ewes call it Fa or Afa, depending on the dialect. Fa or Afa are the same thing. So, yes. So anybody who is your teacher, who initiated you into Fa or Afa, is called a Tor Bokor. A Tor means father, like how you people say this is my godfather, godmother. So Tor Bokor means godfather, my godfather in Fa.
Manuel Miro, aside voodoo, how or what can one use to protect him or herself?
I don't know. If aside from voodoo, if you have anything, buy gun. You should buy gun and protect yourself.
According to Manuel Miro, in his question here, he says most.
Tell him that I'm not a Christian, I'm talking about voodoo. So if you are talking about pastor, go to pastor and ask him to tell you what he thinks that apart from spirituality to use to protect yourself. that's up to them. I am talking about Voodoo, so don't ask me questions of pastors who told you something. I'm talking about Voodoo, and that is what I have authority on. I am not a pastor. So what pastor told you to use, if you think it's okay, use it. So don't ask me that question. Ask me about Voodoo.
We don't have any questions.
Okay. So as I was explaining, it's a very protective spirit, and it has done a lot of things for me. When I say a lot of things, especially protecting my household, and that's why wherever I settle, I move it to be as the main voodoo in that place.
Okay. Obafemi Orikumwa, greetings, Baba.
Greetings, Obafemi. How are you? I greet you, I salute you. Thank you very much for joining us.
Many thanks for all that you share.
Thank you too for being part of our revolution journey.
May your wisdom increase. I say.
Thank you. Ache.
May your teachings be well received.
Thank you very much, Obafemi.
He wants to know, he says here, what can you tell us about Sezo Tono?
Sezo
Tono.
Sezo Tono.
Serro Tono. Ex-Ro.
Serro.
Serro Tono.
Serro Tono.
Serro Tono. Obafemi, please come clearly. I don't understand what you are talking about, because this is Serro Tono, or I don't really get it. If you can have some more elaboration on it, it will make it clearer for me to be able to answer this. Serro. Is he a voodoo or what it is? Hello, is he Hebiaso? Please elaborate again on the question so that I can be able to answer it for you.
Prince from Malaysia. If one is a traveler and wants voodoo to perform at the highest level while he's traveling,
what is the highest level? What do they mean by highest level? We are not in a college here. We are not in a college of getting highest degree or whatever. What do they mean by highest level? Prince, what do you mean by highest level? Voodoo is inside of you. Whatever is created outside is only to empower what already is inside of you. So, if you yourself, you are not a very strong person, your voodoo cannot work for you. If your mind is not on what you are doing, your voodoo cannot work for you. So, you must understand that voodoo works, someone who is not a strong person, the person's dog can never catch an animal. If you are an owner of dog and you yourself, you don't know how to control your dog will be sleeping every day to not catch any animal for you. So there is nothing like voodoo can perform to the highest level. Voodoo is just like anything you want to do in life. So if you yourself, you are not actively doing what you should do to make you get to the highest level, you can't.
Now, if you initiated into Afa, do I still need voodoo?
I don't know. If you want voodoo, they will give it to you. Because Afa is also voodoo. Because inside Afa, they have so many voodoo. Each particular body that comes has got things to be done. It has its own incantations and things that should be used, herbs that will be used for that particular Odu or Boli to work. So when you talk about Afa, even though Afa is called a oracle of divination, There are plenty voodoos inside Afa. Because Afa is the one who teaches people how to work their voodoo. So if you are initiated into Afa and you don't want to be initiated into voodoo, I mean, that's your palabra. If you are doing the Afa and Afa is working for you and you don't want to do anything voodoo, then that's your own thing. It's not a compulsory. Nobody is forcing people. As I kept telling people, you don't force people into religion. You don't force people into spirituality. Nobody forces people into voodoo that come and take initiation into voodoo, like how Christians and Muslims convert people and force people. No, it should be your own inner feeling that you want to have knowledge, you want to grow above what you have already known. But it is not a force. So if you are initiated into Afa and you don't want to be initiated into any voodoo, that's your own thing.
Okay. Yanifa wrote a comment here saying, what with the false priests? They also exist, but they are not true to the heart. Many voodoo or spirits are used like slaves and have to serve their human. She mentions here Ezeli, for example, she's a majority in getting used. Have you heard about that?
Majority? No. There's so many things, if you write, I don't have experience with them. Taught me, and my teachers taught me, those are the things that I teach. I know you have written so many times different things, but the things that you write most of the time, I don't know them. I don't know about them, and I don't know how those things are possible. But I cannot say they don't exist. But what I know is what I teach. What I don't know, I don't teach about it. If you notice my teachings, I don't talk about things that I don't know. So, like, there are false spiritualists and liars and all this thing out there. But that's their cup of tea. I am teaching what I know. And if my teachings make change, bring some change in humanity and make things to move forward for anybody, I am glad. I am not interested in who is a false prophet or who is not a false prophet. It is not my place to tell who is a false prophet and who is not. And I don't even want to be thinking about who is a false prophet. I want to think about me and my teaching and what I have learned. So whatever other people are doing, it is their palabra. It's not my palabra at all. I am just teaching about what I know and what I have learned from my fathers. So please, if you are asking questions, please try to ask me questions around voodoo things. Whether somebody is forcing spirits to work for them or not. I mean, yeah, maybe there is possible people are wicked and all this in the false spirits. But spirits are spirits. Unless you have the power to combine, to bind them to your will. And if the person is a false prophet, how will he be able to have power to control spirit? If you have power to control spirit, no one can call you a false prophet.
This is from YouTube.
Yeah.
Prince from Malaysia. He says language is a problem because I know only English. How necessary is it to make incantations in the local dialect?
If you are doing voodoo, you must learn the language of the spirit. That's the truth. When I went to India to study about Tantra and Hinduism and yoga, I had to learn Bengali and Sanskrit. So there is anywhere in the world that you want to learn a spirituality and they will translate it into English for you, unless it is coming from an English or a European background. And even if it is French, they will say it in French. So what is the difficulty in that? Well, in the Bible, the names all that they are calling in the Bible and all the God's names, are they not all in the biblical names of the Jewish? And aren't you Christians learning all these things to be making rabababababa and all these things?
Ifadara excellently explained. I truly appreciate the brilliance. You will forever be blessed for your heart.
Thank you very much, Ifadara. Thank you. When you are learning Afa, even though you are in Ewe, you have to learn about Bemeji, Yekumeji. Meji. It's all Yoruba language. And people are learning it and mastering it and using it to work. So what's the difficult about language here? Prince, what's the difficult about language? If you are in Malaysia now, if they tell you terima kasih, don't you understand what it means? Do you think that the Malaysian cannot tell you thank you in Malaya language, but they will prefer to say terima kasih?
No questions.
No questions answered now.
Yes.
So we just wait. Maybe we don't have too many people today. Make sure every question that comes is brought to us to answer.
The last time, okay, that's not showing here.
Then you better use the computer, because if it's not showing there, means you will not find it, and then you will say there's no question. Meanwhile, there's a question. So better sit on the computer and then look it from there. The last time people complained that they have sent questions and it was not answered. What did you bring? Who said who? Tracy Lee, yes. Okay, Tracy, yes.
I mean, there are some places that one can't practice, but you want to keep the spirits active for you, and without making sacrifices or renewing the herbs to keep active and grant requests. And you have lived outside Africa most of the time.
Read the question again. I don't understand it.
I mean, there are some places that one can't practice, but you want to keep the spirits active for you, and without making sacrifice or renewing the herbs to keep active and grant requests. And you live outside Africa most of the time.
Yeah, Tracy, what you are saying is true, that there are places that you cannot do sacrifices, especially in advanced countries. You may not be the possibility that you don't have the herbs that you will use to renew the power or to recharge your voodoo or your spirit that you are working with. But then you can continue praying to that same spirit by giving him drink, and then also affirmations to the spirit. And once in a while, if you have a shrine where the spirit was given to you from, you can call over to that shrine and tell them that you wanted to offer a sacrifice to your voodoo. Then your master or the person who introduced you to that spirit surely must have had his own spirit before introducing you into that one. So they can, on behalf of the spirit with you or the voodoo with you, give a sacrifice to a spirit in their shrine, and then ask their spirit to go to where your spirit is to say that you have given a sacrifice to them. So that also, because spirit is an energy, it's a vibration, it's a wave. So when they do that, because we in Ghana, especially in African Magic Temple and Revolution, we are doing sacrifices for people who are not in Ghana. People who are sick, people who are having difficulty or challenges with their life. We do sacrifices when we do a reading, and it becomes necessary for us to do the sacrifice. Once we are being empowered with the items and everything that we needed to use in doing the sacrifice, we do it, and it takes effect in those countries where the person is, or where the voodoo is, or where the challenges are. We doing sacrifices in Ghana will take effect over there. So spirit is not limited by time, place, or person at all.
Okay. Patricia Amon says, hello, Papa.
Hello.
You teach.
Patricia, how are you?
He says you teach what you know, and that makes you different and unique.
Thank you, Patricia. Thank you. Thank you.
I lay flat before you, my master.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
And Ifadara says truly.
Say?
He says truly. Truly.
Thank you very much, Ifadara. Thank you. Because the reason why I teach what I know is because what I ask me a question on it, I will be telling you lie because I have not experienced it, and I'm only coming from a hearsay, someone's story, and I'm trying to narrate it as if it was my own. I don't do things like that. What I am doing at Revolution in African Magic Temple is that we are trying as much as possible to demystify voodoo, to bring it down to the level of everybody to understand, so to take out the fear of our own tradition. A lot of people created fears. Hey, voodoo will kill you. Hey, if you don't think that this spirit will come and slap you, that spirit will do this. All these things, some of them are just stories. That does not mean spirits don't attack people. Spirits do attack people. That's why we do spiritual work. But the truth is that a lot of people create a lot of fuss, a lot of stories about things they don't even practice, things they don't even know, and they just create the fear into people. And people become so much scared, and so it's better to go to church, because the church, even if you kill, you can go to church, God will not kill you. Yes, it is true. When you do bad things, voodoo will punish you, but the voodoo will tell you ahead of time that don't do this. But if you go ahead and do it, yes, of course, you can decide not to communicate with you, or decide to be quiet and watch you. If anything is happening to you, the voodoo will not mind to help you or take you out of it. So I teach what I know. I don't teach what I don't know.
This is from Godwin Oklu on YouTube.
Yes, Godwin, how are you?
He says, hi, my father happened to be a Bokor, so some of the stuff I'm familiar with.
Thank you very much, Godwin.
But my question today is, do we have bad voodoo and good voodoo?
There is nothing called bad voodoo, and there is nothing called good voodoo. Voodoo is voodoo. It is how you tune it. That's how it becomes. If you want to have a knife, that's why last Thursday we showed a film like a knife, a real voodoo, at the Goethe Institute. What it simply means is that you have a knife. Okay, let me leave the knife out. Electricity, which brings light. That light, we can use it to cook. That light, we use it to convert, to make our rooms cold, either by the fan or through air conditioner. That electricity, even now when you are able to store it in a battery form, it can even drive a car. Good. And that very electricity, if you use it and touch someone, the person can die. If you yourself, you hold it with your bare hands without protection, you can equally die. Are you going to tell me that electricity is a bad thing? Or the discovery of electrical energy that we are using to do almost everything, to power our computers, our phones, to charge it, or is it a bad thing? But someone can use that very electricity to electrify people. Just like how people are executed in American prisons, they use the electric power to execute people to die. Yes, it's the same electricity. But someone chooses to use it in a wrong way, and then it becomes wrong. And someone chooses to use it in a good way, then it is good. So you don't blame the electricity that it is bad, because it has killed somebody. So there is nothing called bad voodoo or good voodoo. The voodoo is voodoo. It's like air, it's like a wave, it's a vibration, it's a spirit. It can be used for bad. It depends on who your teacher is and whose hand the spirit of voodoo is given to. So I cannot accept the fact that a voodoo is a bad voodoo. Yes, voodoo can be bad in the sense that if you got a voodoo in your house and the voodoo has helped your ancestors to give birth to you people and has made their life and the lives of you, the children, and it got to a point that you have come out and say you are modernized and you become wise and clever, so you don't mind that voodoo. And the voodoo has been there for too long and has been hungry for too long and has not even taken water or drink anything. And at the end of the day, the voodoo is testy. And if the voodoo decided to disturb you people in the house to make you aware that it's been here for too long, but it has done some work for your family or your ancestors, but you, the modern people, have ignored it and it strikes something. It is just a matter of truth that each and every one, as we human beings are, if you have done something for someone and has taken care of people and you have been abandoned and have been rejected, of course you will want to let people know that they have rejected you. You have a bad feeling. Voodoo is just like human being. The only thing between ourselves and voodoo is that they are invisible. We cannot see them. So
Adjoa Asante says greetings to all.
hello Adjoa, how are you?
She's from Queens, NYC.
New York. New York City. Queens.
Yes.
Yes. Hello Adjoa, how are you?
Okay. Simfiwe Zuma. Hi, I am Simfiwe. I'm from South Africa. Here in order to be okay.
Why don't you see it on the computer? Is it not coming on the computer too?
This is YouTube.
YouTube is not coming on the computer. Okay.
It's the way she wrote the question. I have to
Okay.
take
Okay.
my time.
Okay. You just read it.
Hi, I'm Simfiwe from
Simfiwe Zuma, how are you? Welcome to Revolution Live on YouTube.
So here, in order to be a spirituality or spiritualist, you must have a calling. So why do you initiate anyone in Voodoo who wants to?
If the person, Simfiwe, yes, your question, why do I initiate? If the person does not, I don't force the person to come and initiate into Voodoo. It is the person who feels that he wants to be initiating. Well, how do you know it's not a calling? How will you know that it is not a calling? If the person say, oh, please, I want to be. What is a calling and what is not a calling? I'm not a pastor. I'm talking about traditional. If the person comes to you that, oh, please, I want to be initiated into Voodoo. I want to know the way of our ancestors. What else can be a calling and what is not a calling? When you ask questions, let's ask the question so that you think about your question first before you ask. What is a calling? Is it only people who are called into Christian pastors who are liars who say that they are called and they just want to make money out of people? Or someone who goes to a Voodoo priest that I feel that I should be initiated into Voodoo?
Can I inherit my grandfather's affair?
You can ask him. Ask the people around you who has the affair. I'm not the one who gave affair to your grandfather. So why are you asking me whether you can inherit? The people who has the affair, where your grandfather's affair is, ask them. I shouldn't tell you anything that you go and be attacking people that Mr. Voncujovi said that I can inherit my grandfather's, because when people die, when your grandfather had affair when he died, he took his affair with him. So why are you going to? When you are asking questions, please let it be sensible, because affair is like a set, is for individual. You cannot inherit somebody's own. Because when they make affair for me, the day I will die, my affair will be buried with me. So are you going to go and dig your grandfather's grave and take the affair? If you want to be initiated into affair, look for an affair teacher to initiate you into.
Prince Henry, how can Voodoo help liberate Africa from its current position?
I don't know. If Africa, I don't know that question. I don't know how voodoo can help to liberate Africa from its current situation. I don't know how many people are practicing voodoo in Africa in the first place.
Because here in Asia, they still hold on to their tradition. While Africa is more Christian than the European and more.
So it is not a question of the voodoo or this thing. It is the people. So that question is to the people. If the people are interested in their own tradition, they will hold on to it. So if the people are not interested in their tradition, you can't ask the question, how can it liberate? If the people are not interested in their tradition, how would they use their tradition to help themselves?
Okay. Yanifa on Facebook says, I know, Baba, but it could be you heard from your spirit and got reported because you are true of your life. Then
You say I am what?
He says, I know, Baba, but it could be you heard from your spirit and got reported.
No. Yanifa, I don't just hear things from spirit and like that. Even though I am a psychic, I have the sixth sense, but I don't just go hearing things like that. Whatever is relevant to my life is what I hear. What is not relevant to my life, I don't go probing into it to find out why somebody is a fake priest. No. Whatever is relevant in my life and to my progress in life and the progress of the people who work with me and come through me, it's what I do. I don't just go listening and trying to hear from spirits what somebody else is doing or what somebody is not doing. No. I don't live my life like that. I'm more interested in myself and the people who are related to me.
The Father says, truly.
Thank you very much.
Monica Pova, good morning. Blessings to you and your family.
Monica, thank you very much. How are you? Where are you calling from or where are you writing from?
Incantations come naturally or do you need to learn them?
Read the question again and give me the name of the person.
Manuel Miro, do incantations.
Manuel Miro, incantations, how can they come naturally? From where? If you don't learn it, where will they come from naturally? Even for a child to use a spoon to eat food, it has to learn it. How can incantations come naturally? From where? Where would they come from naturally if you don't learn them?
Kadi Fisher says, greetings, Papa, from
Hello, Kadi, how are you? Thank you very much for joining us.
From Atlanta,
Georgia.
USA.
You have to learn this American, this thing. When they write the thing, if they put G, Atlanta G, something, you should know it's Georgia, GA. Eh? New York is NY. Wisconsin is WI. So, Kadi, how are you? Thank you for joining us. Is there any question from you to us?
Sandra Anthony Peters. The terminology calling is truly a Christian way of questioning who you are. We need to dispel of these words when it comes to our traditions. Papa, you responded.
I agree with you because people are just mixing things up. They are using the measuring stick that they use in measuring Christian philosophy to measure our tradition. And this is the same thing the white people did when they came by telling us that ours was evil. And they have indoctrinated us to the point that we all begin to run away from our own thing because they gave their names to what we had. And we had our name, but we have abandoned the name that our people call God. And then we started calling God in their language, and we believe that the name our people call God is evil. So when people ask questions like this, sometimes I wonder what they are thinking before asking such questions. So I agree with you 100%. Because when you say fetish, what is fetish? They're comparing fetish and voodoo. What is fetish and what is voodoo? Fetish is an English word. Voodoo is our word. So how are you comparing English word with a local word to know what is their difference?
Baba, you responded exactly what I was thinking, but again,
Thank you.
it is a coming into understanding of self process, and it's a slow one for some people.
I agree with you. Okay, thank you very much. I agree with you.
Okay, so she said, so have patience with us.
Yo, I hear you.
Just try to understand.
Yeah.
Good day, Papa. Good job. Good Davis.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
This is from Mau Vio Kekeli. Can you please shed light?
Mau Vio means children of God. Mau Vio Kekeli means light. Children of God. Light is the children of God. Mau Vio Kekeli.
Yes, can you please shed light on Vodua Vanivi?
Venavi. Venavi is a twin, the spirit of twins. I remember Venavi one. Venavi is the spirit of twins. So when you have a twin in your lineage, or you have an ancestry of twins, or you give birth to twins, or twins are your brothers, the twin spirit, which is called Venavi in Ewe, or the twins are called Venavi in Ewe, and it is called Ibeji in Yoruba, and then in the Hispanic and the Caribbean they call Ibehi, and then because they pronounce J H, so it's called Ibehi, but the true pronunciation is Ibeji, because Yoruba language does not pronounce J or DZI as H. So people call it Ibehi. The people will pronounce it Y, Ibehi, but it's Ibeji because it's like Meiji, double. So when Meiji means double, two, something that is two. So when they say Meiji or Ibeji or Ibei, and Ewe is called Venavi. So Venavi is believed to be 7 in line. When I say 7 in line, the father being one, the mother being one. The person who comes before the twins is one, and then the twins themselves. Okay, father, mother, person who come before, the twins themselves, which are 2 people, then the one who comes after the twins, and then the one who comes after that one. So we have Venachu, Vena, which is the mother, Venachu, then Plove, who is the one who brought the 2. Then we have the Venavi, Achu, and Eche, or Ata and Atakuma, or whatever. Let's use the Ewe one directly, Achu and Eche, which is 2. Then we have the Edo, which is the one who comes immediately after the twins. And then we have the Doche, who comes after Do. So there are 7 of them in a line together. So that is how the Ewes treat the twin spirit. And it is believed that twins are naturally powerful, and the people, if a twin dies, the dolls will be made to represent them, and people pray to the dolls so that they can bring good luck. And sometimes during a far reading or any other divination, if you have a twins in your line, they come, the spirit of the twins will come follow or tell you, give you a message. So, that is the understanding that I have about twins. You can see I have the twins beads on my wrist here. That means I have some relationship with twins. Okay, this is the bracelet. Which is the Venavijonu, means the beat of the twins in Ewe. Venavijonu means I have some connection with twins too. So which camera is showing to YouTube and which one is showing to Facebook?
Okay. So, Mano Mirror, I meant once you are initiated, do spirits guide you to do incantations or you need to learn it separately?
Okay, Manuel, the truth about initiation is when you are initiated, I think I said it earlier, you will be taught or you will have some tutorial with your teacher. Your teacher will have to guide you to a point where you will have the basic knowledge of what you have learned. And then with that, you can start, because spirit is spirit. The spirit is going to guide you, is going to protect you, is going to give you knowledge, is going to guide you. But before you can get to that level, it's not like when you are initiated today, then today, a little bit. It's just like a child wants to ride a bicycle. I'm always using this analogy so that you can understand. The father or they will make some extra wheels to the bicycle's two tires. And then when the child is riding for a while, after some time they will remove one of the wheels which is supporting the tire. So the child will learn how to balance on the other one. It got to a point when the child is able to master the balancing, then they will raise that little tire on one side a little bit so that if it's about to fall, it can still land on it, but to allow it to the bicycle, the two tires to start working. So in everything in life, you need to learn. You don't. It's not like magic and you do like this and then you have all knowledge. God did not create His world like that. You need to learn.
Kweku Davis, what are some of the challenges you face as a voodoo priest, physical or spiritual?
Oh, I think there are so many challenges in voodoo, physically or spiritually. The physical one is when you be rejected by, or they are Muslims, or you'll be abandoned by your friends and people who are close to you when they get to know that you are practicing something that they are not interested in. They want to direct your life for you. They want to be happy while you are not happy because they want you to follow their way so that they can be happy. Then if you are not a level-headed person, you will begin to leave what you have found and what you wanted to do for yourself, and you will be trying to please others. You will be forced to live their lives for them instead of living your life for yourself. So those are some of the challenges you will get on the physical plane. A lot of people will not like you, a lot of people will reject you, but then when you keep your grounds and you continue practicing, slowly they begin to understand who you are, and of course the spirits themselves will begin to create the aura of harmony around you, so that people who are who have the same kind of likeness or the same way of thinking will be attracted towards you. Then you can create a new friendship, new families. If you are not knowing, if you don't know what exactly you are looking for before jumping into it, you may run back into the society where you are trying to live because you feel that they have rejected you, so you have to reject this just to be like them. But if you know what you want in life, a lot of people come to voodoo or come to spirituality not knowing exactly what they wanted. they just think it's they're just thinking that it is another form of fashion, that I can say I'm doing meditation. I do meditation just like how people go to the gym. Say, oh, I'm working out, as if it's a fashion. To do a meditation, or I'm also practicing voodoo. I'm a traditionalist. Most of those people, they don't know what they are really looking for. So they come in, and when they face some challenges, they run away quickly. So you should first be knowing what you are really looking for before deciding to follow the paths of the ancestors and follow Voodoo. Spiritual challenges are many. Temptations, witchcraft attacks. Yeah, those are the most common ones. Witchcraft attack is the most common one when you are practicing this thing. But when you know what you are doing and you have a real spirit, or you have a real teacher, you can overcome them, because your teacher will guide you each time.
King Ewe Voudou says, Papa, I am all the way in the States. How can I know if there is any curse on me? If there is anything I can do for the meantime to know if there is a curse?
What's the name of the person again?
King Ewe Voudou.
Ayewubo. That's a big name. Ayewubo. Why our ancestors give that name is that you have to be more clever than having the spiritual power. Because without the cleverness, even if you have spiritual power, you cannot use it well. That is the meaning of the word Ayewu. So what you can do is, the first thing to do is to do a divination, to find out what is happening around you, or whatever your challenges are. And then if there is anything you can do, the divination will guide you to know where to start from and how to be doing things to protect yourself and take care of your challenges until you get a proper place to take initiation. So I would say that is the best and first thing to do, is to do a reading or divination to know what is going on in your life. Ashley Tooks, yes.
How do we eliminate the fear that has been instilled within us? I want to dive into the things that I believe that are connected to my soul. But fear is a really big roadblock, and I don't know how to get past it.
Yes, actually, the problem is that no one can tell you how to eliminate fear. It is only you and you alone who can decide to know what you want in life and what you don't want in your life. No one can tell you, don't be afraid, just jump into whatever you want to. You must have that courage, you must decide, because in life, it is you and you alone who came here, and it is you and you alone who are going to go back to wherever you came from, into this field of play. If you cannot decide and you want other people to decide things for you all the time, you will always be afraid. And then when you decide, you must also know that there will be challenges. And then you must also decide that no matter what challenges I'm going to face, I am ready to go into it. It is like a do or die affair in a way, that you must decide your life. But if you want to please people, you will always be afraid, because, oh, what about if I don't succeed and I come back, people will laugh at me. If you have that kind of thoughts in your mind, then you can never do anything. Life is one way and two ways. It is either black or it is white. You must know where you want to be. You must decide. It's not anybody who can tell you that, oh, you should not be afraid. Then tomorrow you lay blame on that person's door if you should fail. That, oh, it is that person told me that I should not be afraid. Yes, of course, someone can encourage you not to be afraid, because they had at one time treaded the same path, so they know that these are the challenges. So such a person should be able to tell you that, oh, it is a difficult path, it's a narrow path, it is not a broad way where everybody can just walk into it, because there are two paths in life. One is a narrow path and one is a broad way. On the broad way, you see a lot of people and tribulation, but this leads to death. When I say death, I'm not talking about physical death, the death of the spirit, death of the soul. But then there's another path which is the narrow way. It's very slim and very small, and only few people can pass through it. Jesus Christ simplified it by saying that it will be very hard for a rich man to go into the kingdom of heaven than for the camel to pass through the eye of a needle. See the size of a camel, and they say that it can easily pass through the eye of a needle. If you see the eye of a needle, even to put a thread through is not easy. And Jesus was saying a camel can easily pass through the eye of a needle than for a rich person to go to heaven. So it is a path that is narrow, and it is with dedication and your own dedication, yes, decision that I want to do, I want to change my life, I want to go back to the truth. Because truth is only one. There are lies and then there are truth. There is truth and there are lies. But sometimes lies told many times become an apparent truth. A lot of people begin to believe that it is true, but then it is not true. So for you to be able to decide to follow the path of your ancestors, it is you and you alone. You should also understand that voodoo and spirituality in its real form does not force people. For the voodoo spirituality doesn't force people. It should be something from your inner self. It should be an awakening. It should be something that you are ready for, then you go to it. It's not a religion whereby because everybody is doing it, I must do it. If you don't have the feeling for it, you don't force yourself to do it. But when you have the feeling for it, there will be no fear anymore.
Fiakuna Samuel.
Who?
Fiakuna Samuel.
Fiakuna
Samuel.
Samuel, okay.
Is ghost calling good?
Who is calling ghost? No, it's a question to Samuel. Who is calling ghost? He said, is ghost calling good? Why are they calling ghost? And who is calling ghost? The person who is calling ghost, if it's not good for him, will he be calling ghost? The person who is calling the ghost has a purpose and has a reason why they are calling the ghost. If it's not good for them, why do they call the ghost? So it's not my question to ask whether ghost calling is good or it's not good. Yes, the person who is drinking is good for him, that's why he's drinking it. And then somebody will say, oh no, it's not good for me, so for this reason I don't drink alcohol. So there is nothing like good or it's not good. Someone has the desire to call ghosts, and if he has the knowledge to call ghosts, they call ghosts. So why should I be the person who will be standing here and say ghost calling is not good? If ghost calling is in voodoo, then it is good.
He also asks again regarding ghost invocation.
What about ghost invocation? What did he ask about ghost invocation?
He just wrote it. Maybe it's an allusion.
If he goes to the people who call ghost, and he can ask them whether ghost calling is good or ghost calling is not good. People should stop using Christian way of questioning here. The people should stop using Christian way of questioning, because it's only in Christianity they will tell you that certain things are not good. But then when you go back into the Bible, you see that those people were written in the Bible as people who had been people of authority, who had helped the Jews and other people before Christianity came into existence. So if ghost calling is not good, why did the witch of Endor in the Bible was calling the ghost of Samuel?
Yanifa says, does it happen that initiation did not get accepted? Does it happen that an initiation did not get accepted?
Yanifa, what happens is that before you will be initiated into any voodoo, There will be a consultation and divination. People don't just walk to my door and say, I want to get initiation, and then I just rush into my room or into my shrine and say, I'm initiating you. No, I'm not that desperate to initiate people. I want to initiate people that I feel that are to be initiated. And that's what I do. People don't just come and say, I want to be initiated, and I just rush into my room and start initiating people. So before I will do initiation for anybody, I must consult. And through that consultation, and if I see the person challenges and the oracle says yes, you can initiate this person, then I do. And people who usually will come for initiation are people who have dealt with me on one level or the other. Either they have done their reading and consultation, and then certain things have taken place between us. We did some rituals on their behalf, and maybe those things have encouraged them and they want to take initiation. Such people I will initiate because I know them. But you can't just walk into my door, say you want to be initiated. Initiated into what?
Fiakuna Samuel, how does one find his life purpose?
When you are initiated into Afa, you will find your life purpose. And also when you are initiated into certain Vodus, you will also find your life purpose. And if you have a very good diviner who can do divination about your life, you can also know your life's purpose.
Manuel Miro, what is your view on reincarnation, Papa? Do we return after death?
Yeah, in many cultures it is said that there is reincarnation. And if there were no reincarnation, they wouldn't have made the word reincarnation. So I also know that there is, or I believe there is, because many cultures have spoken about it and they have a word for it. So that means what does not exist does not have a word.
Okay.
Or doesn't have a name to qualify it. It existed or it exists, that's why it has a name.
King Ayewubo says, Papa,
Akpe kakaka.
he didn't write it like that.
What did he write?
Akpenam.
Eh?
Akpenam.
Akpenam. Yeah, it's okay. It's Akpe. It's Ewe Manso.
He says, I will visit Ghana in April and I'll come and see you.
Oh, I'm here, Ayewubo, Mele. That anytime, never Ebakwa. I can't get me Akpe.
He says, I'm from Agava land.
Eh?
Agava land.
Agave. Yo, Akpe.
My great grandfathers are Akbaliga,
Akbaliga. Voodoo, no.
Sonu, Aga, and then other names.
So Sonu Aga, there's a Yebe.
Boju. Agala. No, Agila.
Jila.
Agila.
The Ewe names of the Yebe names. You know, the Ewes have what we call Yebe. It is out of Yebe that there are Vodus. And that's why we call Afa in Ewe land. The real name the Ewes call Afa is Anagobe Yebe. Means it is the Yebe from the Yorubas. That's the real name the Ewes call Fa. So Afanagodu. It is the Voodoo from the Anago people. Anago are the Yorubas in Ewe. So the Voodoo of the Yorubas. That's how the Ewes call Fa or Afa. So we are Yebe people. And it is from Yebe the word Ewe come out of. We practice now.
Yes. Do you know anything about my ancestors?
Oh, those names are common names. That's why I'm trying to explain about Yemen. Means the names alone of your ancestors will tell what they had done. The Ewe people, when you mention a name, that name alone tells a whole story, and people can tell where you are coming from, what your ancestors and ancestry is. Yes, even though personally I may not know, but I know about Agila, and all these things, people names which are Ewe.
People should share to their...
Yes, I'm asking all of you to share onto your platforms and into your pages and everything, so that other people can ask questions and also be part of this very moment that we are discussing and demystifying voodoo on Revolution platform. So share, everybody share, and let other people join us. Let your questions flow. Bring your questions and what you are not understanding about voodoo. But please make the question so sensible that when I am answering it, I will not get angry at your question, because some of the questions I don't know where to take it from. That's why I get angry. So please share and let other people answer. We are in the shrine of Ewe Voudou.
Godwin Oklu from New Jersey.
From where?
New Jersey.
New Jersey. Godwin, look at me for. Akpebe join me.
Says
Because that is in here. Akpekaka, question earlier. Is there any question for me, Godwin?
Yeah. He says he see you mention Jesus. Practice voodoo and be a Christian or go to church.
Yeah, it depends on people. Me, I don't practice Christianity again anymore. But then I was once a Christian, so I know more about the Bible, and I take what is good inside, and I leave the stories and the fantasy and all the fairy tales out, and I pick out the correct things that I can use for my life. So that's why sometimes I make reference to the Bible, because I had been a Christian. That's why they call me Christoper. I have been a Christian and I know Christianity very well. That's why when I talk, and then also, sometimes I refer to Hindu and Tantra and yoga, because that too I have practiced. So that's why I do those references. It's not, people can choose to be Christian and practice voodoo, but when you get to the truth, why do you want to live lies again? It is for me because I have found the truth. That's why I left Christianity. But then, of course, there are people who are hypocrites, especially in this part of the world, where they have voodoo shrine under their beds, and yet still they go to church and jump around. Some of the pastors are all having voodoos in their rooms and their shrines, and they have small shrines before dressing up to go to the church. But then they will go there and be condemning the voodoo. Meanwhile, it is their base.
Prince Henry from Malaysia. Is witchcraft attack automatic once one acquires voodoo or not so?
You don't need to acquire voodoo before witchcraft attack you. Witchcraft attack you every day. As long as people are envious of you, or people are around you, and people don't like your behavior or your way of living or your attitudes, witchcraft can always attack you from everywhere. But then when you are in voodoo, you become aware of those attacks very easily, because you become very sensible to the spiritual world. So whenever it happens, you can know that this is coming from here. But then when you are living an ordinary life, when such things happen, you blame yourself and you blame God for, oh, why should God be doing this? God is helping other people, but it's not helping me. Why should God, you have been seeing people in church, they'll make their hands like it, as if they are talking to somebody over there. And some stupid ones who say the man above the sky, the man above the cloud. There's no man above that cloud. It's a lie. The man is within you, and it is here. So, it is a question that I asked, that somebody asked a question, that what are the challenges that I have faced when I started practicing voodoo? And I talk about the physical challenges that your friends will reject you, family will reject you, other people will reject you. They will want you to make them happy while you are sad. But then if you want to make yourself happy and then make yourself free, the people will reject you. And then it is upon that I say that the physical one and the spiritual one is that it is very common that you get witchcraft attack. And because you are now initiate or you become an initiate, you become more sensitive to spiritual energies. And you know the positive ones and the negative ones. The negative ones are mostly what we call witchcraft attack.
Prince Henry from Malaysia. So, including initiation and the whole activities, how much is it going to cost?
If you want to learn about our things, don't ask me how much it costs. We have a platform on the Facebook. We have a WhatsApp. We have our addresses. You will do consultation, and then in that consultation, I think you had asked me before. I told you about consultation, and you are jumping the queue because you didn't want to do consultation, but you want to know things. Prince, you remember I sent you messages on consultation, and then since then you have never responded to that. And now you want to do initiation. How if you cannot do? And now you want to do initiation. How if you cannot do consultation? How can you do initiation?
Okay. The same
Maui.
Kekeli, please, is Zangbeto real? Can you shed more light on it, please?
Yes, Kekeli. You see, I told you that things that I don't do, I don't know, I don't talk about. Zangbeto is in Aplau. Aplau is not far. If you are in Ghana, you can go to the Zangbeto group and ask them whether Zangbeto is real or it's not real. Zangbeto is in Togo, and Zangbeto is in Benin, Dahomey. Nigerians, they don't call their own Zangbeto, they call it Ebubu. So, or they call it masquerade. Go to those people and ask them whether what they do is real or it's not real. I don't have Zangbeto in my shrine, and I don't join Zangbeto people, and I don't have any of my family members who are into Zangbeto practice. So it is not my place to tell you whether Zangbeto is real or it's not real. Aplau is not far. And the people where you have seen Zangbeto, even if it's online, ask them online, ask them whether Zangbeto is real or not. I am a professional stage illusionist and a magician. I have my own views about what people do, but it is not my place to tell them whether they are right or they are wrong. I am teaching what I am teaching. Voodoo because you see, Kekeli, the point is that our dialects are different. Every dialect is different. So when you talk about certain things, in my area, we don't have anything called Banyevi. But then now Toby Bullet is here, is saying Banyevi is talking about a zoo, the anvil. Toby Nibra. Kwenye Ezu akwenye gure. That's the same. It's a gu. When we don't call it vanyevi in my area. I've not even people that Voodoo is different. There are certain Voodoos some people have never even heard about this vanyevi you are talking about. That is from the southern side of Ghana, the Angono, Agave area. But I am from a central Ewe area. In our language or in our dialect there, we will talk about a gu as metal, and then we talk about a bedegu, which is the anvil and the hammer, which some people worship as a zoo. So it's like people call it in my area we call it a zupe. Like one of our very good friends, Zupe Machirizu, who is also probably watching us now. The name is Zupe Machirizu. So the vanyevi, as you are talking about, is from an area which is a particular area, and that's the name they call for that voodoo or that entity or deity. In my area, we will call it a bedegu or a zu or a gu or a zupe, which means the hammer and the anvil. The hammer and the anvil. And the same thing is called in another place, especially in Apipe area, called Tobenibla. So those things are there. So I don't know how it is worshipped in your area as it is called Banyevi. How it is worshipped in your area. But a zoo is worshipped in different areas in a zoo is worshipped. Zupe, Zupe, or Banyevi, as you are Banyevi, as you are talking about it. You are mentioning it. It is it's one of the voodoos of Ewes, Egu. We call it Egu, and I think in Yoruba it's called Ogun. But we call it in Ewe Egu, and it includes knife, cutlass, hose, anything that is made out of metal, and that is called Egu, and it is worship. You know why the Egu is very important? Because everything that we eat, when mankind developed at the Iron Age, when iron was discovered during the Iron Age, they had Stone Age, and then we had Iron Age. During the Iron Age, people discovered how to use these stones that melted and become iron. And then that iron is made into hoes, cutlasses, and other things that we use in farming. And then farming brings food to the table. So our people have realized that, if not because of the Egu or Egusupe who made gun or made traps, we will not be able to catch animals or kill animals for our feeding or for our food. And also, we will not be able to farm properly with sticks and stones and make a good farm in order to feed ourselves and our families. So they begin to give respect to that nature, the spirit behind the iron, that, you have brought life, you have given us freedom, you have liberated us from one state to another. So the respect is there for Egu all the time. So if it is called in your area Banyevi, then that's it. But I don't know that name until today, because I am not from your dialect zone. Every dialects are very many, and we don't have any standard Ewe, apart from the one that the Germans have written and taught our people, which is we use the Anglo language as the standard Ewe in book, in writing. But then in spoken Ewe, we have so many dialects that I will not understand everything, but I can pick the meaning when the story is told, then I can know what they are referring to, just like how we are talking about Banyevi, now that I know that it is Egu or Ezupe or metal. So that is what it is. And then we are talking about Voudou. Voudou is one of the Vodous of the Ewes and also one of the Vodous in the Ewe tradition, of the Ewe traditional spirituality. But unfortunately for me, I am not connected to any of those Voodoo and all those things. Maybe in the future I may, but as of now, I don't have any interest in Voodoo yet. But maybe, as I said, maybe one day I will go into Voodoo if in my spiritual journey it becomes necessary that I have to get initiated into Voodoo, and then I'll begin to learn about its ways, and then I'll use it for my benefit. So thank you, Tekedu. Bring it to my face so that I can be facing here, not this way. That's what Bokor was trying to tell you people, but you are not understanding it. Let the camera face me. Is it okay there?
King Ayubo Ewoku to pour libation. Would you mind showing us the steps to pour?
Oh, Ayuku. I have already thought about pouring libation. You have to go back into our videos. We have demonstrated it, and Senna, my son, had also written extensively and also put so many things out there on pouring libation. So you must go back into our weekly Facebook Live, those that we have done in the past. There was one we actually dedicated to libation, and before we started answering questions, I taught people how to do a very simple pouring of libation, whether you are in a mansion or in a condominium, or you are in a farm, or you are on the ground, or you are on the top floor, what you should do. So go back into our videos and you will find very interesting way of pouring libation. Thank you very much.
Were you born in Christianity?
Yes, I said it many times. If you go back into my profile, and everywhere I go, I make people to understand that my mother is a Catholic and my father a Protestant, but my grandfather was a traditional priest. My name is Christopher because I was born into Christianity.
Gifty Fosua Fiakuna. Please, what is Adakufe? Adakufe.
Adakufe. Fosua, I don't understand this thing. Adakufe is, I don't know what it means. So if there's another way you can send the question, I will be able to answer you.
Some of the herbs one can use against witches. I know of Odiaba in the Akan language.
There are so many herbs to use in this, but I'm sorry, I don't teach things like that online because I don't know exactly how you are going to apply it. And when you don't apply it well, you tell people that I taught you that. If you want to know, consult me, and what do you call it? I will teach you what to do. Because how do you even know that that witches are attacking you before you are looking for help too. You can only know these things through consultation. And if you don't do consultation and you start doing things, you may even invite more problem to yourself than not doing it at all. There are so many herbs that are used for repelling witchcraft or evil eye. There are so many herbs. And I don't know how I'm going to start teaching those things and how you will be, because it's not only a single herb, but it's mostly a combination of herbs. Some may be single herb, but the combination is more powerful and stronger than if it's a single herb. So if you want, do consultation and we will guide you to know the secret. Because if you are not initiated into voodoo, I cannot be teaching you the secrets of voodoo. I am just trying to explain to people what voodoo is and how to demystify it from the fear that had been created among our own people. That's why we have rejected our own culture and our own tradition. That's what I'm teaching here. If you want to learn about herbs, come to our shrine and come and learn about herbs.
Kofi K. Setting. How many types of divinations do we have in voodoo?
We have many forms of divination. We have got the mirror, we have got the hotui, we have got the water divination, we got afa divination. We have many forms of divination. And some people will even not even use anything, but will be able to tell you. We have possession. Possessions also become divination. People will be possessed and they will start to tell something about your life. Like one of our great masters, Bokor Christopher, when you get to his shrine, sometimes he does not use anything. By the time you start walking into his shrine, he starts telling you about the problem you are bringing, and it is very perfect. That is when you are using the sixth sense, the psychic eye, then you can be perfect in such. So there are many forms of divination. People have different things. People have mirror and all kind of things.
Okay.
Who was asking that question? Kekeli? Who asked that question?
That was Manuel Miro.
Manuel, okay. So there are so many forms of divination in voodoo, just as it is in many other spiritual disciplines around the world.
King Ayubo Iwuku, is it true that witchcraft can be given to someone without them being aware?
Yes, it is true. You can be given a witchcraft without being aware. Sometimes somebody can even just take a meat from their mouth, you'll be eating together. If that person who is a witch and has the intention of passing on witchcraft spirit to you, and if the person cut the meat from his or her mouth and give you a piece and you eat it, or once you eat it, you have been given a witchcraft. Sometimes it will be a bead that someone will give to you, can be a man or woman, and give you a bead and you accept the bead without really asking questions about it, what this bead is, what is it for, and all this thing. And once you start wearing that bead, the witchcraft can also be transferred through that to you. Some can be food, somebody will cook for you and you eat, and the witchcraft can be transferred through that. So you may not be aware that you have been given the witchcraft, but when you start growing up, if the spirit of the witchcraft starts growing up in you, you begin to realize that you have something extra than you yourself.
Manuel Miro, can pendants and amulets work without being initiated or having faith in them?
Why do you, how can something that you don't have faith in work for you? How can something that has not been empowered work for you? I mean, when you ask such a question, something that you yourself, you say you don't have faith in them, and it has not been empowered, then it will be likewise just to carry any stone on the street and hang it on your neck and believe that it's working for you. Is it not?
Okay, Abochi, great is Toby.
Toby Abochi, how are you? You are too much a politician. Thank you for joining us.
Are there many forms of affair?
Yes, there are many different forms of appel. Appel simply means making the foundation of a home. You know, there is the one the accounts called Fejina, which we will call it Ewe Apeli. And then there is another one is called in Akan language Bejina. That's why when they give birth to certain children, they call them Bejina. Means let the child be alive. In such kind of apeli, it is usually maybe people in that family had been having a situation where jikwi, Eves will call it jikwi means the Yorubas or the Igbos call it obanje, the one that when they born the child dies, and then they born the child dies. So it is believed that that child goes and come back and disturbing the parents. So some people will go and get the kind of appeal so that their child or their children should stay alive. Only after they have put the foundation of their house so that nothing can take anything out of it. So there are many different types of appeal. Appeal simply means how to protect your household.
Okay. Jeff, Ray, can you do protection for me?
We do protection for people, but first, before we do protection for you, what is the problem are you having? And what is the cause of that problem? What are the challenges you are facing? And what are the causes of that challenge? We need to know those causes of the challenge before making a protection for you. You don't just go to someone and just protect me. You must let the person know what is disturbing you. And then the person will also try to find out what are the root causes of that challenge. And once they find out, then they know what kind of protection is supposed to be done for you to protect you. So we do protection for people. We have talismans, we have amulets, we have all kinds of things for protection. But we must know what the root causes of those problems or challenges you are having. Then we will know which type of protection we should make for you.
Thank you very much, Papa, for bearing with me. What are the consequences if Vanyavi has been abandoned by a family?
They will go hungry. Things will not be going on well in the family because it has given that family. If it has not been a good spirit, the family wouldn't have kept it. So after the new generation who think they are modernized and think that the Vanyavi or Egu or Zubemachirizu or Egu is no more relevant, is no more important in their life, and they think that they can live their life, you will start going hungry. Things will not be going on well in the family, and you will go to pastor, you will fast until the well ends. Nothing will change. So it brings difficulty because it only wants you to acknowledge that it had been part of your family's history, and it has helped your family to let you people come to become today. So if you stop feeding it, then you must likewise invite spiritualists to dismiss it so that it does not stay in the family anymore. But once you keep it there, don't think that if you physically throw the Vanyavi or the goo or the metals away, that means it's gone. Spirit, you can't see it. Those things that are used, like Akain here, this is not the real Akain, but this is Akain. Why it is not the real Akain? Because the real Akain is a deity, it's a spirit, it's an energy, it's a wave. But this is how I connected to it from wherever it is. So that's why this becomes its point, just like your hand phone connect to MTN. MTN is not in your room, but you can have a call through MTN in your room, and you will say this, oh, which mobile network you are using. So I'm using MTN. But then you don't have MTN in your room. But because you have an MTN SIM in your telephone, your MTN is working for you. So it is with the spirits. If you have the seal of the spirit within you, you can connect with the spirit wherever it is. So if I physically throw away this bottle of a kind or this deity of a kind, does not mean I threw a kind out of my life. There is a spirit, it has been with me and it will be there. So the only way to let the spirit to go back to its place is to find people who know how to dismiss it. And in dismissal of the spirit is a procedure that the spirit and the person who is dismissing it and the people that it has served for whatever number of years, there will be an agreement that, okay, if we do this for you, will you go? And this will all come through divination. They have to divine and make sure that the spirit is talking and is also listening to the people who are asking it question. Bokor.
Why only Africa witchcraft is for wickedness, but white are not?
I am not a witch, so I don't know why it is for wickedness. Those who are witches, they know why they are using it for wickedness. And who say white man's witchcraft is not for wickedness? Don't you see white people keep bringing people before?
Even Jesse from Sweden, why is it that if you see ghosts, you feel like you are heavy on your body and you feel bad?
You say what?
Why is it that if you see ghosts, you feel heavy, you feel heaviness in your body?
Who is the person? Jensen.
Evan
Jesse. Even Jesse. Me, I've never seen ghosts before, so I don't know how it feels like, whether it feels heavy. How do you know it's ghost? Me, I have not experienced anything with ghost before. So personally, I cannot tell whether it feels heavy or it doesn't feel heavy, but maybe it is true. But then I think this question, you should throw it into the platform, and anybody who has seen ghosts before and felt the same should be able to answer that question. But I have never seen a ghost before, so I don't know how it feels on a person to be heavy. So, and how do you know it's a ghost?
Jeffrey.
I can say that when you are with spirits, when the presence of a spirit is around you, sometimes yes, you can feel heavy, or the environment, the atmosphere, all feel the presence of something. Whether it is on your shoulder and all this, I don't know, but you can feel the presence of an energy when it is around. So maybe it is the same when a ghost comes around. But I personally have never had any experience of seeing a ghost, so I cannot tell.
Jeffrey, please protect me from evil people. I want protection from evil people. I'm not facing anything now, but I want to be protected.
Okay, Jeffrey, what we can do for you, you contact us on our WhatsApp line, and then we'll tell you the procedure of what things are done, and then we can follow and then help you to protect you.
Gifty Fosua,
on your platform so people can join in. You must share. Yeah, Gifty what?
Gifty Fosua. How good or bad is it? Is there any rituals you should perform for?
You do a divination and you will know whether there is anything to perform or not to perform, because dreams are dreams. Some are real, some are just dreams. So when you have a dream and you don't understand, you have to find out what it is. And the finding out is through divination. If someone tells you that if you have a dream and you don't find out from someone who can explain dreams to you, or through divination, and you can just know what it is, I don't know.
Manomero, do priests challenge themselves to know who is more powerful and die as a result?
Priests?
Do priests challenge themselves to know who is more powerful than the other?
Priests are human beings who become priests. They are not entities from outer space. They were all born by a man and woman, and they are from this earth. So if human beings challenge each other, then it is possible that priests also will challenge each other. Okay, then let's take.
May I ask how you experience your life as a Christian, I would be interested in it because I also got born into it and experienced every step of life and grew there as pure. I even remember my baptism as a baby, closing the third eye as foreseeing and ripping my true heart.
I don't know whether during baptism they close people's third eyes. That I cannot tell. Because a lot of times, not many people's third eyes are open when they are born as babies. Because when you are a baby, you don't know anything. So how come you know your third eye was open or not open? So making that statement that your third eye was closed when they were baptizing, that I don't know about it. But Christianity is a religion, and everybody knows what Christianity is. It is not my place to tell how my experience in Christianity is. It's not an abstract experience. It is just the same like anybody else who was born into a Christian family. But I don't believe in saying that somebody baptize you and close your third eye. No. Third eyes are not open for most people in this world. It is when you grow up, that is when you begin to develop it. But then, few people are born psychic, and I was born psychic. So I don't think my baptism into Christianity had closed my third eye. And I had been baptized many times into different Christian groups. I was baptized when I was about 7 years old. I wasn't baptized as a baby. Everything came at a later stage. I was baptized at the age of 7 years old, and I don't remember anything closing my third eye. I was in the Orthodox Christianity, which is Presbyterian or Protestant, where my father was and my mother being a Catholic. I was baptized into the Presbyterian church. And then I got to a point when I was about 12 years old, I felt that I needed more. I wasn't getting enough. And from 12, 15 years, I think 12 years going, there is this advent of charismatic churches coming into my area, which is the Volta region of Ghana. And I joined the charismatic church because they came to do a crusade. They call it crusade or convention. I don't know now. I think it's convention or crusade. I don't know. And then I was young because from childhood I've been troubled with the spirit and I wanted to find the truth. So I went to one of those conventions and they were telling us that the baptism that the church pour water on you in the chapel is not correct. So the correct one is to go inside a river where they will push you into the river like they did for Jesus in the river Jordan. So I jumped into that and I was also put into the river and I came out of came up afterwards. Nothing changed. I was still me. Didn't see anything, and they said from today you are born again, and I agree with them. Don't have any challenge because I was looking for the truth. And after the first charismatic church, which was a gospel revival ministry, I wanted to be an evangelist, and at that age I was too young. I was still going to school, but my desire was that. I got to a point that I realized that it was all not what I wanted. Yes, of course, other people wanted it, then they remained in, but I felt that wasn't what I wanted. So I jumped into the Seventh-day Adventist church because they were also telling that because God rested on Saturday, so everybody who was going to church on Sunday was going against God's will. And you know, when you are young and you are looking for truth, anything that they tell you, you will jump into it. So I said, oh, it is true, then God in Sabbath is Saturday, so why people are going to church on Sunday, then that is very wrong. And they were saying that it is the Catholic Church who changed the day from Saturday to Sunday. And then the Catholic Church, the Pope has got the 666 on his system, and the Pope is the evil thing that has come into the world, the beast. I don't know whether you have heard about all this. So I jumped from the Gospel Revival Church and I went into the Seventh-day Adventist Church. And that's when I realized that they don't eat meat, but then they don't propagate it on the open that they don't eat meat. Then I entered into it before I realized they don't eat meat, they were vegetarians. And I practiced that one for a while and I realized that that's not what I wanted. So I moved from Christianity altogether and joined yoga meditation group, and then finally ended up in India as a trainee monk, and I became a monk, and I was a regional priest for Bangkok, Laos, Cambodia, and Vietnam for a while, before finally coming back to Voodoo practices in my home country. So I had been into all, at least I have some few ideas. So Christian experience is just the same like anything else. It is not that I was baptized and my third eye was closed. I'm talking, can people hear? Is it audible? Is people able to hear me? Because my voice is sometimes very low, so I don't know. Yeah, it's okay. So, yes, with Abochukwu.
Yes.
And I say what?
At times, after sacrifice is made, after consultation, the problem still doesn't get solved.
Then the sacrifice is not properly made. Victor, if you haven't gotten the real thing, maybe the person who did the sacrifice did it, but they did not see the real thing. Because if they saw the real thing that is happening to you through divination, and then the oracle prescribed what should be done for you. That's why you don't go to a diviner and telling the diviner your stories first. Let the diviner find out, you just speak your problem onto the money that will be used in the divination or given to the oracle. And if the diviner is real and knows exactly what it is, whatever you spoke in your secrecy, it should be able to come out through the reading, and the diviner will tell you. And if such a diviner will be able to tell you what to do to avoid or to face the challenges or push the challenges away, and if they do the rituals, definitely it will change. Unless, of course, you are not talking about the problem that you don't present the problem that you are having to the diviner, and or the diviner is not a good diviner. Tracy says what?
Is there any voodoo that if you do not feed or pay attention to it, or you fail to do something, it need that is so quick to anger, it can kill you or can cause everlasting damage to your life?
Voodoo doesn't go, Tracy, the truth about this thing is that voodoo doesn't just go killing people or destroying people or causing permanent damage to your life. It is not like that. That's the fear that has been put into people. Voodoo, like human beings, like anybody, when someone does a good thing for you or someone did a good thing towards you and you have decided to ignore and abandon such a person for a long time, and or you owe someone money and the person kept asking you, please give me my money, please give me my money, and you decided adamantly that you are not going to give the person's money to them. Yes, if the person gets angry and hurt you, don't blame that person, blame yourself. See, the voodoo doesn't just go hurting people because they didn't give it food. Voodoo doesn't just go hurting people because people abandon it. It is the time that, when I'm talking about where voodoo has been abandoned, is that like your great ancestors had a voodoo that has been kept in the family to help the family to be alive, to bring wealth, to bring life, to bring health and everything. And after some, that same voodoo's work was used to look after your grandfathers and your fathers to go to a good school and come back home. And now you people have been born. And now you are deciding that that voodoo does not mean anything because you have got good education, you got a good education, you are making good money and you are in good position, so that voodoo does not matter anymore. It is left to the olden days people. But you have forgotten that that voodoo, it is the one that has worked and given food to your ancestors until it got to your father and it got to you. So if the voodoo is demanding that they should give it water to drink and they refuse, that is when it takes actions. It's not like you get voodoo and then voodoo start to kill people. It doesn't happen like that. Voodoo is not a wicked thing, and it's not its aim just to kill people. It doesn't happen like that. But when you are an ungrateful person, just like in physical world, and you are an ungrateful person, and the person who has sacrificed and done everything for you, and you refuse to recognize and acknowledge it, the person has all the right to do whatever they can do to you to bring you back to your track where you are losing the track. They will bring you back. On now. Yeah, we have spoken for almost about 2.5 hours. So far going to 3 hours. So we'll be closing this revolution section very soon. And we will want to play our videos, people and places, better. People and places video. So when you watch it finish, then you know that we have finished this session. I'm thanking all of you, and reserve your question. You can still post your questions online. But if there's any question right now there that someone has asked, I can answer it before we go on to that.
Okay, Antonio is watching.
Okay, Antonio, how are you? Thank you very much. And how is Utrecht?
Okay, in our sense, we can hear you very well.
Oh, thank you very much, Hila. Thank you very much.
Then Tracy Lee sent me a message. She says, for instance, if you have 5 separate voodoos for morning and getting ready to make blood sacrifice, can you use one?
You cannot kill Tracy Lee. The problem is that you don't kill one animal for one voodoo. And also for a person to decide to give one or whatever to one particular voodoo, it depends on how, and it is an appreciation. The giving thanks to spirit is from your heart. It's an appreciation. It is not like a force. But then, if you have been something has been done for you, you want to show acknowledgement. You want to show appreciation. And if it is only one chicken that you have to use in telling all the voodoo that thank you, they will accept it. But if the voodoo know that they have done so much for you and one chicken is not what you should have used to thank them, they won't say anything, they will take it. But they will also reduce their involvement and how they struggle to make things happen for you, because even if they do it more, you will not appreciate it. So why should they do more? They will do the limit which they think that you can handle. So this is all that it is. Voodoo is not something that people think that it is like killing people and going to destroy people everywhere. No. That's not it. If you want to give only one chicken, if voodoo has helped you to buy a house, when I say voodoo help you to buy a house, it's not like the voodoo brought the money to you. Voodoo help you, your business, your engagement, your career, your opportunities come. And through those opportunities, you are able to make money and you decide to buy a house. And if after buying a house and you come to say thank you to your voodoo and you bring one chicken to say thank you to the voodoo, what will the voodoo say? Voodoo will accept. But tomorrow, if it does not help you to make money to buy a house or buy a car, then don't blame the voodoo. Voodoo, it is up to you. If you appreciate what it has done for you, you can even decide to kill an elephant for it. It depends on what it does for you. So you don't go thanking voodoo if the voodoo has not done anything for you. That's what the world of voodoo is. You don't just create fear in yourself that maybe if I get voodoo and if I don't feel it, it's going to kill me. The voodoo must be able to work for you. Then you will be able to, you should also appreciate its work towards you. If the voodoo just sit down, let's say, for instance, you are sick, you are dying, And you yourself, you know, you bought a lot of medicine, you have been to hospital, they did all the scans, they did surgery, they did everything, but you are still not feeling good. And then somebody introduced you to a voodoo, and that voodoo, through that voodoo's rituals and everything, you got healed. If you decide not to acknowledge it, that's your own palaver. If you want to only come and thank the voodoo, it is up to you. But if you also decide that, oh, because this voodoo has given me life, and you realize and acknowledge that it, the voodoo who has done this for you, chicken, you decide to buy a goat, you can decide to buy a cow. Because if you look at the money that you have spent at the hospital compared to buying a goat, which one is higher? But you know, human beings are very ungrateful people, so they always find excuses and say, oh, because of this, because of that. But when they need help, they want the spirits and the voodoos to help. But when it comes to Thanksgiving, then they begin to find excuses. Such people are ungrateful people, and if voodoo kills such people, I'm very happy.
Tracy Lee, how can you use voodoo to create financial opportunity for yourself?
You can use voodoo to create a financial opportunity for yourself by having a one-on-one communication with your voodoo. You don't just get voodoo when you cannot communicate with it. This is a difference. People just see online and say, oh, send me voodoo. Voodoo, you must be initiated into it, and when you are initiated, the voodoo should be able to communicate with you one-on-one. And then when you speak to the voodoo will listen to you. But you don't just buy something online or somebody send you something and without initiating you into it, and then you keep deceiving yourself that you have a voodoo. What about it is not a voodoo, it is just something the person uses deceiving you. Voodoo, you must be initiated into it. And when you are initiated into it, it must be one-on-one communication between you and the voodoo. And that is what will tell you whether the voodoo is alive or it's not alive. And it is that kind of things that you can tell the voodoo, oh, I am looking for this opportunity. I'm looking for a job. I'm looking for a business. I'm looking for that. I want this thing to happen for me. If you can do it for me, I'm pledging to you that if you can help me put these things together, I will do this for you. Or then you give a time frame that, okay, maybe if you do this for me every year, I will thank you. Or I will thank you once a year. Or I will not say I will do it anytime that I am able to get enough to give you. So it is through that one-on-one communication with voodoo, and if your voodoo is alive, your voodoo should be able to tell you that, yes, I will do it, or no, I will not do it. You don't just get anything and call it, because they are calling, they give a name to it, voodoo, and that means it's voodoo. Voodoo must be real, and must be alive, and it must be active. Even some of the voodoo, if you hold them, that shows you that the voodoo is alive. Voodoo is not just a dormant thing that you keep somewhere and call it voodoo. Voodoo must be. So we thank you all for being on the Red Voodootion platform on our Facebook Live today, Sunday, the 10th of November. We're transmitting from the shrine of Togbe Glimdo, a voodoo that had helped me, and when I was sick and it was introduced to me, it has helped me and I am alive. So we have done our part. It is up to you to do your part. The spirits are with you. May your week be a fruitful week, and may the ancestors and the energies of our ancestors, the gods of our fathers, be behind you and in everything you do. Now, Saeed will close the section now. Thank you very much and hope to see you again. Please keep your questions coming online and share them. And share them to other people, so that, because we will be saving this so that other people can also see what we have done. Thank you very much from African Magic Temple and Revolution for watching and being part of this show.
Okay. Well, it's been a pleasure having you today. Thank you for sending in your questions and then your comments too. We'll join you next week Sunday live at 1:30 p.m. on Facebook and YouTube too. For the Christopher Voodoo and answer your questions too. So please enjoy the last video we will leave you with by Ghana Web on Bokor Christopher Voncujovi and African Magic Temple. us here, we say goodbye.
If you were looking for answers for something you earnestly needed, would you consider going to the shrine? You know that traditional African spirituality has in many ways been tagged archaic and demonic. But have you really ever thought of digging in to find out how different this is from your religious beliefs? So today on People and Places, we are spending the day with Christoper, who operates a huge shrine here in Accra. Come with us. Hi, good morning.
Good morning, good morning. How are you today?
I'm fine, thank you.
You just lock the door and then we can go.
So, I've been curious.
This is
to
my
ask
tool.
what- Yeah.
my tool, my computer. When I say computer, this is not a modern day computer. It's a universal computer that can see anywhere. It's the magic mirror.
Okay.
It's the one that is in here. So that's the one I use in working.
Okay.
It's for divination. When I want to divine, go beyond the human eyes, beyond the human senses.
So, where are we going?
Yeah, my daily plan or daily activities, whether I call it plan or activities, I don't know. But it's like I wake up, I go for a walk, and then come back, take shower, take my breakfast. And then if nobody comes to meet me here for consultation, then I go to the shrine.
Oh.
And then sometimes people call me to book an appointment to meet me, and sometimes also they ask me to buy some items for them.
Okay.
Maybe they had already come for a reading,
Okay.
and then we need to do certain things for them, and they don't know where to buy the items. So they ask me if I could buy the items on their behalf. So they send me money, and then I go. Sometimes I'll buy it, and then they'll reimburse me when they come. So today we are going to the spiritual shop where I buy my spiritual oils and perfumes and other items like incense and all kind of things. And this shop I've been working with them for the past 15, 16 years. So because they pick they sell the original item. There's a lot of fake spiritual oils in market, and if you use those fake ones, you cannot achieve the result that you want when you do a work for someone. So I always look for where I can buy the original ones, and I use them, though they are more expensive than the fake ones. But then I want to achieve a maximum effect and result in my work, so I go to where I buy the original one. So now we are going to one of the shops to buy the oil. Then from there we will go to the market to go and buy chameleon, live one.
Wow.
Because